babies, welcome back to my channel. I am back with a crazy juicy story time. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, then you want to do so, because there's definitely more story times coming up and there's definitely more crazy videos. So go ahead and subscribe and let's get into this video.
Yeah, I beat you at your game.
Alright, y'all, so this story time, y'all, everything I'm gonna tell y'all is really true. I'm not gonna lie about anything. I don't lie in my story times, and I don't give out names. So my friend, I'll call her M. So my friend M basically really liked it. Old guys. She was in love with old guys. Like, we were in high school when this happened, 10th grade, and it was really, how it happened was really crazy, because like we were just about to get out of school. Well, it honestly was summertime, so we all applied for the same job at ARC. ARC is basically like, they take care of, like, you know, like they take care of cleaning, all kind of stuff. They help wheelchair people with different mental, you know, things, like people with autism. So, you know, all of us being blind and visually impaired, we get a job easily down here where I'm from. So we all applied to the same job and they accept us all. So we were all working together, because, you know, when you're young and your friends, you want to work with your friends. So the lady knew us anyways. Well, she didn't know us, she knew our teacher, so she let us all work there with her, and it was pretty cool. She just kind of, you know, she get bitchy sometimes when we come in late, but other than that, it was cool. Everything was pretty much easy. We didn't really have to work with a lot of the patients there. We mainly just had to like clean up after them, or like help them with like little small stuff, but like I said, it wasn't that hard. So anyways, one day, you know, of course, it was summertime. We all got out of school and we started working that week, right? So before this even happened, y'all, kid you not, I knew that she liked our assistant principal, but I didn't know she kind of liked him on that level. So she basically lied because the man didn't like her back. But I think this man was married. Pretty sure this man married, got kids and everything. So this man, like, literally. Anyway, so I knew that, like I said, I knew that she liked him, because anytime we were all in school, she'd be like, oh my god, hey Mr. B, or hey, oh my god, hey, like, you know how girls, when they talk in that sexy voice, they be like, oh my god, hey, da da. So I knew that she really liked him, but I'm like, ew, like, this man is not, no. And so anyways, long story short, y'all, so we get out of school and we're, like I said, we're like working. It's like our 4th week working. And one day our boss called us to the office and we're like, what's going on? She called me and one of my other girl, B, to the office, and I'm like, well, I didn't show up late today. I did my work on time, because we were all done just in the break room chilling and talking until she called us in the office. So I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. So I asked B, I'm like, B, did you do anything? Like, what's going on? She never calls us to the office. Is something wrong, or we get trying to get our check? And it wasn't Friday, so we weren't getting our check, so something had to be wrong. So after me and B was sitting in there for a few minutes, she brought in A. No, she brought in M, sorry. She brought in M because A wasn't there today. So she brought in M, and M is the main character of the story. So she brought in M, and she sat all of us down. She said she'll be right back. So I'm like, well, I know I didn't do anything wrong. B didn't do anything wrong. M, it's always you. She the troublemaker. It's always her. So we kind of like had to kind of get it out of her, because, you know, she's like, I didn't do anything. And when she talked like that and very sluggish like that, we know she did it. That's when she's lying. So I'm like, girl, don't lie. I know you by now. You did something wrong. So we basically had to kind of force it out of her, because she wouldn't say it. And she finally said that she lied and told one of the teachers that our assistant principal raped her. And I'm like, you don't do nothing like that. I was so upset, you guys. I was like, you don't do nothing like that. I'm not on your side. I don't got nothing to do with this. So me and B called our moms, and then I look up and I see police officers. I see defects workers. I see people, you know, that are investigators. I see all of that walking in. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I was literally, they all walked in, and the lady office, how her office is made, her office is very big, and like she has these windows, like very see-through, like glass windows, so you can see when people are walking in, like you can see. So I'm like, yo, what the heck? So me and B, we called our moms. We not having it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, M, but I'm not on your side with this one, because you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Like, you shouldn't lie about things like that. You know how you can get this man in serious trouble. Like, it's like that, the fact that you lied, you could get this man in some serious trouble. So I told the boss, I said, listen, I already know what these people are here for. And I told me and B, and we basically told our boss, we don't have no part of this. Can we please just clock out? Because it was literally almost time for us to go anyways. So I was like, listen, can we just clock out early so we can go? Because I don't have nothing to do with this. And honestly, I don't want to be a part of this. So she agreed, but she was like, I'm sorry, we gotta answer some questions still, even though we ain't got nothing to do with it. So, like I said, people just kept walking in, and normally in the building it do kind of get crowded in the mornings and at night, because that's when the caretakers get the people that in the building. So, but caretakers went in there. It was police officers and freaking all kind of mess. Like, I was so scared. Like, at least four police officers was in that building, and plus more people that I didn't even know. Detective officer, investigation, all of them, they were all up in there. So they came in the room, and in the office, and I was freaking scared. My heart was beating. Next thing you know, I see M grandmother and mother pull up, and I'm like, oh, it's finna be some shit. So I said, M, I'm sorry, I don't have your back on this one. You decide to do this, and as your friend, because I always have her back on everything, but that right there, that's wrong. And sometimes you have to show your friend tough love, because baby, I was not finna, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that because she was wrong. So her grandma and her mama came, and they were like answering some questions. The people were talking to them, and they all ended up crowding up in here. And I kid you not, as we were talking, my mom and B's mom pulled up at the same time, and you can hear out the window. My mom was like, what's going on? I gotta get my baby. She's talking about me, by the way, and I wasn't even a baby. I graduated out of high school. My mom always called me her baby. But anyway, she's like, I gotta go get my baby. I don't like this. All these police is crowded up. You can hear her while she's talking. I'm like, oh my God, my mom. So, they both came in. So, everybody was in this office, y'all. I kid you not. We were all kind of crowded up in this office, right? And so, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, and then the police, and as M was crying, she was literally sobbing her eyes out. The police were like, what happened? Because she didn't know that M had lied yet. She didn't know. So, everybody was feeling bad for M, and then the police, and everybody was like, oh yeah, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. We just need you to tell us what happened. And then the lady, the other police officer said, well, we got to get these two girls out of the way because they about to go home. So, they asked us all kinds of questions. Were we there that night? What time we were there? When did we talk to her? What day we saw her? I'm like, we don't have nothing to do with this. Like, we don't have, they asked us, I kid you not, 100 questions. And then they gave us their card and asked us, like, to call them and stuff. So, it was just, like, scary. I've never, ever seen nothing like that in my life. Like, they don't play when it comes to stuff like that. And the fact that she lied about it. So, anyway, she just ended up, like, talking when we left. Because our mom came and got us. We left. And so, I don't really know what happened when we left in that room, but I'm pretty sure when she told everybody that she lied, I'm pretty sure things really went down in that room. Like, I didn't know. I didn't really get to find out, but I did hear from her the next day. And, she was still kind of upset, and her grandma told us that we can't hang out or talk for the rest of the summer because she's in trouble. So I didn't get to see her till the next year, the year later, like the first day of school. And so I talked to her on the bus, and I hugged her because I miss her because, we all friends or whatever. So I missed her, and I told her, and I said, listen, when you see this man, don't go near here. Don't go near me. Don't go near him. Don't talk to him. Just leave him alone. And she's already learned her lesson. She's like, I know, I'm not, So we go to school, y'all. I'm like, where is this man? Because he's tall, so you can't miss him. He's normally in the hallway. We don't see him nowhere. We looking everywhere. And so I asked one of my teachers, and they like, well, you know, because of your friend right there, luckily she can't see. So the teacher was pointing to my friend M, and M can't see, she's totally blind. So the teacher was like, because of your little friend right there, he's not here anymore. And I'm like, what? Where is he? And she was like, because of your friend, she kept pointing, because of your friend lied. Well, let's just say he can't come to this school anymore. So he didn't get fired, but he did have to go to another school. So he couldn't go to our school anymore. He couldn't come to our school anymore. So yeah, y'all, that's what happened, honey. This is like, I literally felt so scared. Like, this is literally real. Like, do not lie like that. Just because this man don't want you, like, you were a teenager at the time. This man is a grown man. And, like, she got off so good. Because she could have really got in some major trouble. Like, come on here. She could have really got in some major trouble. She got off really good. She could have went to jail for lying like that. Like, you don't lie like that and then get away with it. Like, she got away with it good because of her being blind. But that's more of the story is, just don't lie. Like, just don't. Like, that man does not want you. That man is, like, just, like, you don't lie about stuff like that. And I did not agree with her, not one bit. I even told her, I went off on her. Me and our other friend, we went off on her because you don't do things like that. Like, you just don't. But anyways, honey, that's the story time of how my best friend lied. My assistant principal, and lied and said that he raped her. So pretty much the story was, the assistant principal came to her door and went inside her house and raped her. That was the story. So, and it wasn't true. And I really feel bad for this man, because this man could have been a sex offender. Like, she could have really ruined him, you know, but luckily it didn't happen. He just had to, you know, move to a different school, and he's still assistant principal, so that's good. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's story time. I will see you guys next time, and yeah, bye.
I'ma make a motherfucker jump.